Hi, I'm Amanda Cargola, and today on AU in View Talk, we have Dr. Denise Hatcher, the Chair of Foreign Languages and Spanish Professor at AU. Denise also is a marathon runner. Thanks for coming on the show today, Denise.
Thanks for having me.
For the first question, when did you start running?
I started running shortly after I finished my dissertation back in 2003. After going through a doctoral program, I decided I needed something to do. And having been a gymnast, I thought, well, I can run a marathon.
Yeah.
And I had no idea what I was getting into.
So then how many marathons have you been in?
I just completed my 8th week and a half ago.
Okay, so that's the one you won first in your...
Well, I got 4th in my age group. Which is first place loser in my book, but because you don't get an award for 4th, but it's progress.
Yeah, so during that, it was the hot cider 8-miler. What are some thoughts that you have while you're racing?
Okay, the week before, in order to make sure I was ready, we did the hot cider 8-miler. A bunch of us did that hot cider 8-miler, and I got 3rd in my age group, which was really fun because I like going home with hardware. But it was a cold, wet, rainy, awful weather day. And I think every time I'm racing pretty hard, I ask myself why I'm doing it. That time it wasn't too bad till about mile 5 when my husband looked at me and said, "Hey, is your shirt heavy?" And I'm like, "No, my pants are super heavy." It was a fun race. I have fun memories. It was the first time I ever raced in a plastic garbage bag for the first 2 miles because it was just so wet. But it's such a fun run community. You know, a bunch of my friends were there. When we were trying to figure out who was getting awards and things, 2 of my friends stood in the rain an extra half hour with me. You know, my husband was there. It was just, it's very rewarding.
Yeah, I bet. And when is your next marathon or run?
The next marathon I'm officially signed up for is Boston 2016.
Wow.
So that'll be the 2nd time, and I'm hoping that it doesn't rain like it did last year.
And how are you going to prepare for that?
Sometime soon, I'm going to start another training cycle where I'll have, we're going to do some speed work and hill work. We're going to do long runs on the weekend, building up to about 20 miles at a time. And we'll have some runs during the week. Now a typical run during the week has become about 10 miles. And yeah, and it's fun because I did shift. This was the first year I ran any marathons without iPods. And I always used to be music dependent. Fox Valley, which was in September, which was number 7, I was pacing, so I couldn't use my music. That was, I was doing it to help, other people finish. Naperville was the first one where I consciously looked at my iPod and I left it on the table, and I survived. So I can do this without music now. But Boston's just a whole different beast because the streets are just lined 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 people thick. There's so much support. So hopefully we'll have good weather. There won't be rain like there was last year, and I can just enjoy the course a bunch more.
Yeah, that's exciting. And what is some advice that you would give to people interested in running?
Push yourselves. Get involved in a run community. There's run organizations. I run with the Geneva Running Outfitters. I run with Fox River Trail Runners, and the support and friendship that we make are just, we call them run families. They just, they're standing in the rain for you. They're at your house while you're sleeping, posting banners on your on your lawn. Just the support, the enthusiasm. It's, everyone's got to start somewhere. When I started, I was super slow and didn't know what I was getting into. And now, 12 years later, I'm so thankful that I was persistent and I just kept doing these 26.2-mile races.
Yeah, wow. Super exciting, though. Well, good luck to your future.
Thank you. Well, thank you.
Thanks for coming on the show. That's all the time we have for this episode of AU in View Talk. Please visit auspartannews.com for more news on the AU community. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.